Describing and doing debtor management seems to be two very different things. I asked our community to give me their thoughts on what debtor management is, and I received some good ones. Regularly following up with parents regarding overdue payments through reminders via email or phone calls. Gatlik and even blerjarde werk. For our team, debtor management is the process of ensuring that outstanding amounts due to a school are collected on time and as efficiently and effectively as possible. By keeping track of outstanding accounts, communicating with parents, negotiating payment plans, and following the correct legal steps when arrear accounts are not paid. The shocker? When I look at some schools' debtor management and collection strategies and the collection tasks they perform, I can understand why their finances are in such a mess. Some schools don't send out monthly payment reminders. They don't pick up the phone to discuss payment options. They don't have targeted reminders for accounts with an arrangement or a custom payment day. They send SMSs and emails without checking delivery, and when messages fail, incorrect parent information is never updated. That's not debtor management. That's just hoping your parents will pay. As part of a structured debtor management strategy, we recommend a termly SMS and/or email campaign. We suggest 3 campaigns: the holiday campaign, the arrangement campaign, and the handover campaign. The holiday campaign is run during school holidays. Parents still need to be reminded to pay school fees, even though schools are closed. The arrangement campaign is best for Q2, as Q3 is focused on compliance and handover. You can, however, run the handover campaign in Q3 or 4, depending on your date of handover. Campaign correspondence is different from standard collection workflow correspondence, so you can run both without bombarding the parents with payment reminders. I just want to revisit the structured debtor management strategy we recommend for schools. This is a good foundation and plan of action to follow. First, run your workflow at least once a month. Use the skipped workflow report immediately after running workflow to identify accounts that skipped workflow but may still qualify for follow-ups. For example, accounts excluded due to floor limits. 2 weeks after you ran your workflow, use the top outstanding capital report to identify accounts that require closer attention. Run a 6-week campaign targeting a specific stage of the collection process or time of the year. And finally, follow up payments with a phone call and negotiate payment arrangements. We can understand why negotiating payment plans might not be a priority for some debtor management teams. Maybe you don't enjoy the conflict. Maybe you're unsure of your rights. Or maybe you worry that parents will walk all over you. These are all valid concerns, but not reason enough to avoid negotiating payment plans. It's a core part of debtor management and non-negotiable. Here's the reality. If you don't make an arrangement, your attorney will, once the account is handed over. They will take their fees and you will wait even longer for your money. Phone calls and arrangements must be part of your collection strategy and daily routine. One more thought, and this is important. Collection success is not driven by 1 or 2 campaigns. Successful collections require consistent hard work throughout the year. Multiple collection actions performed consistently over time add up to significant results. There is no quick fix, only a strategy executed with focus and consistency over the long term. A question we often receive is, how much will running a campaign cost? An email campaign has no extra costs unless you use registered emails, which we do not recommend. The cost of running the SMS campaign is minimal, a few cents per SMS. Even for large schools, sending SMSs to the entire school would usually cost less than 500 Rand, which is a very small investment compared to the impact it can have on the collection of outstanding school fees. Campaigns are not just a cost, they are an investment. Consistent communication keeps parents aware and engaged. Without it, fees go unpaid and revenue is lost. The income a campaign generates far outweighs its minimal costs. The real question isn't how much it will cost. It is how much it will cost you not to. The notes for our short session on April 22 are available on the system chat. See you on Wednesday at 2.